Hey everybody, Dave Nakkila here with iPro Realty and the Your Green Homes Real Estate team, bringing you another market update for the month of July. So we're going to hop back into June, see what the sales were and the average sales, and get an idea of where the market is currently headed. And I can tell you it is still going up, especially in the detached market. So this is all of the Toronto Regional Real Estate Board. And you can see the average detached home was 1.4. Semis just over $1 million, condo townhome 755, and so on and so forth, bringing the total average price to just over $1 million, just about 1.1 million for your average home sold in the month of June. So when we hop over to Halton region specifically, and that's what we're going to focus on for this video, that is my main region that I sell real estate in, although I do go all over the place. I've done a lot of deals out in Guelph and so on and so forth, but for these videos I always focus on Halton. So in Halton, the average sales price is up about 35,000 from last year in terms of the detached home price. So we're getting a little bit closer to 1.6 million is your average price for a detached home in Halton. So that's Oakville, Burlington, Milton, Georgetown and Acton, Limehouse in there as well. Semi-detached homes are nearing $1 million. Condo townhomes are at 775 pretty much. Condo apartments 685. Link homes just over $1 million. Townhomes just about 940,000 on average in the region of Halton. And we don't really look at the stats for co-op apartments, but they're there if you want to look at it. So that brings your average sales price to $1.222 million. So in Burlington, your average detached home was $1.49 million for the month of June. Now let's jump back into May and see how much that has changed. It's up almost exactly $90,000. This is for the month of May here. You can go back and look at my June market update video if you want to see all of the stats for all the different regions, but just to give you an idea. Yeah, semis 940, condo townhomes 791, townhomes 860 pretty much. So if you want a detached, think about 1.5 is your average detached home. Now you can get a smaller one or one that needs more work and it's going to be less money. Semis just around 940. Your townhomes in a condo corporation are about 791. Freehold townhomes are about 858. That's the difference there with the condo fees, is basically about 50,000. Now you have to factor in how much the condo fees are to see if it's worth going into a freehold. Personally, I prefer a freehold townhome, but a condo townhome makes a lot of sense if you don't want to do any of the maintenance on the exterior. So that's something to consider. So we'll jump into Halton Hills. Halton Hills would have the lowest selling prices in the region. Well, they usually do. We will see if that is the case for this month. So average detached home was 1.28 million. Semi-detached home just around 800,000. Condo townhomes around 640. Condo apartment 545. Now there's just two sales there. Actually quite a low sales on everything except for the detached home market. Townhomes around 830,000. So I can tell you for sure that townhome prices and semi-detached have gone up quite a bit. Now here it's showing 807 for that, but some semis in Georgetown are selling close to $1 million. Those are finished a little nicer, have bigger yards, it's a more desirable street, but the sales prices can vary quite a bit. And you can see that we still have a pretty strong average days on market when it's just under 2 weeks. Milton detached homes are a little bit higher than Halton Hills at 1.3 million. Semis around 952, condo townhomes 688, and townhomes at 875. So again, average price overall over $1 million. And hopping into Oakville, let's see if they've broken the 1.9. Close. 1.875 average detached home sales price for the month of June. Semis are just around 1.15 million. Condo townhomes 817, condo apartments 710, link homes 1137, and townhomes just over the $1 million mark, bringing your average price overall to about 1.437 million. So that's where the market's going. 12 days on the market, that's 2 weeks. Let's just show all of Halton, get a better idea. Yeah, 2 weeks is average time on market. Sit longer if they're priced too high. Sometimes sellers are getting a little bit greedy and they're pricing their houses much higher than what they should be selling for. Now, if you are selling your home, you really want to strategize and market your property properly so that you can get the best value that you can out of your property. And if you are buying, you want to shop around, look around, and find that right property for you. And nowadays you may feel like you're overpaying, but you have to look back at the 50-year history, and within a 5 to 10 year span, if you're holding it, you should always make money. So even if you buy at the peak in 2017, which I pretty much did when I bought my house that I just sold, I bought it for $552, and I did quite a bit of work in it, so we'll add that work as about $100,000 value add, so let's call it $650, and I sold that for $895. So value is always going to be increasing over time, so you can definitely make some money in real estate. And if you're buying as a personal home, just remember, are going to get that money back. You're not paying a landlord, you're paying into your equity for your future. And you also don't have to get kicked out or move if the landlord decides to sell or do a renovation or whatever the case. You're more secure if you do own a home. Now, owning a home is not for everyone, and it's very challenging sometimes, especially for first-time home buyers, but please consider maybe buying with someone, maybe a brother and a sister, they buy a house together, or two friends buy a house together. You do need to have proper legal documentation in place and an exit strategy should someone need to liquidate their position. So that's something you want to discuss beforehand, because you may say we're going to hold it for 5 years, sell, and then buy our own separate homes. But it may not always work out that way. Someone gets married, someone has to leave the country for a job, someone passes away. You need a proper plan in place and discussion to take place before you enter into that. So anyways, tangent there, but if you want to check out some more videos, please hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed this one, be sure to like the video and leave a comment, and there will be a market update coming in August as well, so feel free to stay tuned for that. And if you did like this, share it with a friend. Anyways, my name is David Nakkila. Have a great day.